Hi there, welcome to today's flow. Going to be starting at the top of the mat, so moving forward, taking the feet under the hips and grounding down through the feet. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling and then chin to chest. Inhale, center, exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, center, release the arms down, lift and roll the shoulders down the back. Keeping that gaze forward, starting to initiate breath control, so drawing the breath in, through the nose, out through the nose, nice and slowly. Closing the eyes for a couple more breaths if you want to here. Feel like you're broadening across the chest. Very gentle lift of the kneecaps, squeeze of the bum to open the hips and draw the belly in. One more breath in. Full exhale. Open the eyes with the inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Bring the hands up together overhead. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward, lead with the chest. Bringing the hands down towards the floor, nice and slowly. Completely let go of the head, so softening down through the back line of the body. Taking a moment here, just an extra breath. Maybe just move the head from left to right. And then lengthen to flat back. As we exhale, step the right foot back, left foot back, coming into plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Drop those knees. Exhale, chin and chest is lowering down to the floor, nice and slowly. Untuck the toes. Keep the forehead down. Bring the arms down beside the body. Press down through the hips, lift the chest and the head off the floor. Keeping that breath nice and strong. Think about creating length in the spine. Not so much coming into the back bend, strengthening. Good. Maybe just bring the arms in as well. Palms together, roll the shoulder blades together. One more breath in. Exhale. Release the fingertips down in line with shoulders. Tuck the toes. And let's make our way back to active child's pose. Bottom to heels. Moving the forehead down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. And a full exhale. Completely let go of the breath. Inhale. Lift it to hands and knees. Downward facing dog with the exhale. Full breath out at the top. Start to pedal out those legs. Moving through the sides of the body. Let go of the head. Noticing how all the joints feel. Good. And then we're going to lift all the way onto the balls of the feet. So feet hip width, lift onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, and draw the chest towards the thighs. Then sending the heels down to the right side. Press away through the hands, nice and firm. Inhale, lift back up onto the balls of the feet. And again, bending the knees, chest to thighs. Exhale, dropping the heels down towards the left side. Press strongly through both hands. Feel the stretch down the sides of the body. Inhale, lift it back onto the balls of the feet. And then with the exhale, pressing those heels down. Let go of the head, full exhale. Bend the knees, gaze forward. And very slowly walk it back towards the top of the mat, nice and slowly. Feet hip width, bending my knees, chest onto thighs. Completely let go of the head. Breathing in. And out. With the inhale, lift and lengthen to flat back. Bring the hands onto the shins. Take the hands, interlace behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together so we lift into the top of the spine. Keep the knees nice and soft. Push out through the bottom backs of thighs. Extend through the crown of the head. Maybe get into the shoulders more by moving the arms away from the back. One more breath in. Exhale, release the chest down onto the thighs, soften those knees. And then with the next inhale, soft knees, lead with the chest, rise all the way back up to standing. Slowly, slowly. Release the hands, roll the shoulders. Standing nice and tall. With the inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward, palms down. Lengthen to flat back with the inhale. This time, big step back with that right foot. Coming into runner's lunge on the right side, making sure knee is over the ankle. Drop the back knee down. A little bit of freestyling now. We're going to bring the hands inside the left foot and move off the mat maybe with the hands and start to straighten that front leg and then bend the knee. And just making maybe little circular motions with the hip. So moving into the body. Maybe take that left hand off the floor and stretch it across to the right. Exhale, release the hand down. Making our way across to the left side now. Be very careful, this side will be more restricted. Maybe one hand comes across. Keep bending and extending that front leg. Maybe the other hand comes across. Okay, so notice what feels right. Moving into a bit of a twist here. Keeping the left hand down. And then maybe sweeping that right arm all the way and up and over. Stretching into the side of the body. And again, keep it moving. And then very carefully bring the hands back either side of that front foot. Lift the back knee off the floor. Step it back to downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in. Exhale, drop the knees down. Bottom towards the heels of the feet. Full child's pose, forehead down. Lift onto the fingertips so we keep stretching into the spine, top of the back, and then look forward with the inhale. Propel the body forward all the way down. And again, coming into locust, arm down by the side, press down through the hips, lift the chest, the head, the legs off the floor. Maybe even bring the palms of the hand together to roll the shoulders and lift up. Think about getting length into the spine, not so much coming into the back bend, strengthening and lengthening. Good. Push the hands together. Activate those shoulders. Exhale. Release it down. Fingertips line with shoulders. With the inhale, tuck the toes. Lift back into modified plank. Keep those knees down. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Lower halfway push up. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, lift. Final time. Exhale, lower. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, press back up. And then lift the knees off the floor. Full plank. Downward facing dog with the exhale. Full breath out through the mouth. Sigh that breath out at the top. Keeping those feet hip width. Lifting those sit bones up and back into space. Next inhale, big step forward with that right foot. Again, making sure knee above the ankle. And then dropping that back knee down. This time bring the hands inside that right foot. Maybe coming as far as off the mat with the hands. And starting to lengthen and bend that front leg. So making circular motions maybe with the body. Maybe dropping the body down towards the floor. Just finding out how the stretch feels on this side of the body. Maybe drawing that right arm all the way up and over. Feeling that stretch open out through the right side. Bring the hands back onto the mat. And then slowly, with more care this side, taking the hands across to the right side. Maybe just the one hand, maybe two. Straightening and bending that front leg. And keeping the right hand down. Sweeping the left arm up and over this time, reaching across to that right side. One more breath here. And then releasing the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the floor. Inhale, step that back foot forward. As you exhale, feet hip width, fold forward. Breath is strong and steady, completely let go of the head. Inhale. Sweep the arms out to the side. Lift all the way back up. Hands overhead. Exhale, palms to center. Steady yourself here at the front of the mat for a breath. Breathing in. And out. Inhale, bend the knees. Bottom back, chest forward. Coming into chair pose, high chair. Really reach through the sides of the body. Make sure you can see the toes on the front foot. If you can't, send the weight back into the heels a little bit more. Keep reaching and lengthening down through that tailbone. One more breath in. Exhale. sit a little bit lower. Now we're going for low chair. Feel those big muscle groups working. Keep extending through the crown of the head. Look over the right shoulder, release that neck. Inhale back to center. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward, releasing the hands down to the floor. Lengthen to flat back with the inhale. Step right foot back, left foot back to plank pose. Exhale, moving through our vinyasa, dropping the knees or lowering all the way down to the floor. Untuck the toes, coming into cobra, baby cobra, king cobra or up dog. And then downward facing dog with the exhale. Transition with care, lifting the sit bones up and back. Full breath in and out. Inhale, sweep that right leg behind, lift it as high as you can, gather momentum. Press that left heel down towards the floor. As you exhale, draw that foot through between the hands, pivot the back foot down, toes pointing forward at an angle, bending that front leg. Inhale, sweep the arms out beside the body, rise all the way up into warrior two, reach through the fingers. Little hand variation now. We're going to take the fingertips and pull apart. So fingers pulling apart overhead. So lift the arms up and then feel like you're pulling the hands away from each other. So we liven up the arms, keeping that breath strong. Press down through that back foot. Breathing in. And out. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. With the inhale, flow forward to plank. Transition of your choice. Dropping the knees, lowering halfway or all the way. Coming into cobra or up dog with the exhale. And then downward facing dog. Lift it back up. Power into down dog. Full breath out through the mouth. Inhale. Sweeping that left foot up nice and slowly with control as high as you can. Lift it up, stretch out that leg. Press down strongly through both hands. Press that right heel down towards the floor. Let go of the head. Next exhale, draw that foot through between the hands. Pivot the back foot down, toes pointing forward, bend the front knee. Rise all the way up. Arms outside of the body coming up overhead, reach through the fingers. Square the chest towards the front of the mat. Then that little variation again. Tip of the fingers, take hold of each other and feel like you're pulling the arms away from each other. Lifting through the chest, livening up the arms, breathing in. Soften the face as you breathe out. Keep rooting down through that back foot. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Step it back, downward facing dog. With the inhale, roll forward to plank. Lowering down with the exhale. Cobra or up dog with the inhale. Downward facing dog with the exhale. Full breath out at the top. Sigh that breath out. Drop the knees down. Bottom to heels. 2 breaths here in child's pose. Forehead down. Or maybe even turn through the sides of the head. Releasing out the neck. Final breath in. And out. Inhale. Lift it to hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Full breath out. Feet together. With the inhale, float that right leg behind. Lift it up. Press the heel down towards the floor on that left side. Strong and steady with the breath here. Really strong. Lift that leg as high as you can. Keep pushing out with the heel. Make sure the head is nice and soft. Look through to that grounded foot. And then with the exhale, foot through between the hands. Pivot that back foot down. Warrior one, rising up. Reach through the sides of the body, coming all the way up. Keep that breath strong. Keep sinking down into that front leg. Anchor down, using that breath. Rooting through the feet, extending through the fingers. Now transitioning into warrior two. Open out, little transition, setting out for warrior two. Look down the right middle finger. Hips should be kind of square to the long edge of the mat. Keeping that breath nice and strong, sinking down as low as you can into that front leg. If it's too much to keep still, keep moving. Lift and lower. One more breath here. With the exhale, drop the back arm down. Lift that top arm all the way up and over. Take the gaze down towards the floor. Keeping that breath strong and steady. Inhale, lift it back up, arm down, coming into side angle. Keep the chest open, take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Breath is strong. Anchor down through both feet. Good. And then for a bit of extra fire, move out that bottom arm, reach it up. Almost like we're holding a beach ball between the hands. Keep that breath strong. Keep the chest open. One more breath here, reach through those fingers. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, transition. Lowering down halfway all the way. Coming into cobra or up dog with the inhale. Downward facing dog with the exhale. Power it back up. Full exhale through the mouth. Sigh that breath out. Release the head. Second side with the inhale. Float that left leg behind. Left leg lifts up. Reaching it up, stretching out. Press down strongly through both hands. Lift that left leg, push out through the heel, turn the toes down. Take the gaze down to that grounded foot. One more breath in. Exhale, foot through between the hands. Pivot the back foot down. Rise up into warrior one. Reach through the fingers, coming all the way up. Rooting down through that back foot, finding the length through both sides of the body. Squaring the chest towards the front of the mat. Softening through the shoulders. Softening through the feet, but lifting through the top line of the body. One more breath here. Then we're going to open out into warrior two. Little maneuver of the feet, front heel lines with back arch. Sink down as low as you can. Make sure back arm is lifted. Look down the left middle finger. Make sure you see the toes on that left foot. Let's reverse the warrior. Drop the back arm down. Left arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Take the gaze up. Feel that stretch. Exhale, gaze down to the floor. Stretching through the left side of the body. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, left arm down on left side. Right arm comes all the way, sweeps over. Finding length in that right side. Keeping that breath strong and steady. Final couple of breaths. Shooting that left arm out if we can, in line with the ear. Keeping that breath strong. Chest open. Final breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step it back to downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank with the inhale. Transition with the exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath out to the top. Sigh the breath out. Bending the knees, gaze forward. Step right foot forward, left foot forward. Lengthen to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms out to the side, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms through center. Steadying the breath. Bringing the feet together. We're going to take that right foot and cross it over the left foot. Ground down through the big toe side of each foot, so the outer edge is ground down. Extend the arms out in front, right elbow under left. Back of the hands come towards each other. Link the thumb or the finger. Lift the arms away from the face and the forearms. Take a breath in, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the hips, start to fold forward. Softness in the knees if you need there to be. Moving nice and slowly with control. Squeeze the thighs together. Press down through the outside edges of the feet. The big toes ground down. Keeping that fold, moving down towards the floor. Keeping that focus. Using those feet, pressing down, grounding down. Lengthening with the inhale. Moving maybe a little bit deeper with the exhale. Final breath in. Exhale, release the hands down slowly. Big step back with that left foot all the way back. And then slowly bring the hands inside of that right foot. Moving towards dancer lunge. We're going to pivot now onto the heel of the back foot and probably the ball of the front foot. It might be the bottom stays up here and you feel the stretch inside the legs. It might be you can come a little bit lower. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Maybe moving the chest down towards the floor if you want to feel more of a stretch. Maybe even pressing that right arm into the leg and lifting that left arm up. A little bit of freestyling here. Do what feels right for the body. Make sure knees follow toes. Little safety tip there. One more breath. And then safely with the inhale, we're going to transition back into low lunge. Arms coming around. Pivot onto the ball of that back foot again. Setting back up in low lunge. Keeping that breath strong and steady. Pivot the back foot down. Warrior 2 feet. Bend that front knee. Rise all the way up into warrior 2. Reaching through those fingers. Keeping that breath strong. Taking the arms all the way up overhead. Hips are squared towards the long edge of the mat. Reach through the fingers, bending that front leg. Flowing now through reverse warrior and side angle. Take a breath in, reach up. Exhale. Tip over the extended leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip down over that right leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, reversing the warrior with the arms lifted. Inhale, center. Exhale, tipping over that leg. Stretching through both sides of the body. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, final time, reversing that warrior. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hold here for an extra breath. Reach through those fingers. Inhale, warrior 2. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the shoulder blades together. As we exhale, press down through that back foot. Chest is coming down inside that right leg, slowly. Keep that breath strong and steady. Lowering down safely, moving the arms away from the back. Keep pressing down through that back foot. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Step it back to downward facing dog. With the inhale, flow forward to plank. Lowering down with the exhale. Cobra or up dog with the inhale. Downward facing dog with the exhale. Full breath out at the top. Sigh that breath out. Completely let go of the head. Let's just bring it down to child's pose for a rest between the sides. Forehead down, bottom to heels. Full breath in and out. Reconnect with the breath. Inhale, slowly lift it to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog with the exhale. Bending those knees, gaze forward. This time left foot forward, right foot forward. Lengthen to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Rise all the way up to standing. Bring the hands together overhead. Exhale, palms through center. Coming for the second side now, bring the feet together, taking the left foot over the right foot, press it down, standing nice and tall, grounding down, squeezing the inside legs together, pressing down through the outer edges of the feet, extending the arms forward, left elbow under right, back of the hands come together, lift the arms up and the forearms away from the face, breath in. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Remember to soften in the knees here if you need to. Keeping that breath strong, lowering down with your own breath. Just going as far as feels comfortable in your body. Keep thinking about squeezing those thighs together, rooting down through that foundation. Letting go of the head. Bringing awareness to the centre of the body. Pressing down through the feet. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Big step back with that right foot now, right foot back. Moving towards dancer lunge. So again, bring the hands inside the left foot. Pivot onto the heel of that extended leg, coming down. Again, staying here and being in dancer lunge higher and feeling the stretch on the inside of the legs. Otherwise, if you can, moving down to the floor, you might find the heel of the front foot comes off the floor, reaching the toes on the extended leg towards the ceiling. And again, adding that stretch if you want to go a little bit deeper, pressing the chest down to the floor. It may be you want to reach up and over, so sending, opening out with that left arm, flowing back, safely transitioning back into low lunge, bringing the hands either side of the front foot, pivot back onto the ball of the back foot, moving through lunge, low lunge nice and safely. Front knee over ankle, pivot the back foot down, warrior two foundation, rise up into warrior two, reach through the fingers, set out so the hips are kind of facing the long edge of the mat. Bend down into the front leg, float the arms up. Keeping that breath strong, shoulders away from the ears. Breath is strong and steady. Lifting the arms overhead, reaching through the fingers. Little flow now. Lift up with the inhale. Exhale, take the body back over that extended leg, over the right leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip it across, down over the left leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reverse it again, take it over the back leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, over the left leg. Inhale, center. Keep extending through both sides of the body. Exhale, final time, reverse the warrior. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and hold for an extra breath. Really reaching through the fingers. Inhale, lift back up into warrior two. Interlace the hands behind the back. Straighten the leg for a moment. Draw the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest up. Sink back down into that front leg. Lower the chest down, waterfall warrior. Anchor down through that back foot. Lowering the chest down. Moving the arms away from the back maybe here. Get into the shoulders. Breath is strong and steady. Distribute that weight. Keep pressing down through that back foot. One more breath here. Exhale, release the hands down. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Step it back to downward facing dog. With the inhale, we're rolling forward to plank pose. Transitioning with the exhale. Moving into cobra or up dog. And then downward facing dog with the exhale. Full breath out to the top. Sigh the breath out through the mouth. Releasing my knees down. Untucking the toes, taking it back into child's pose. Forehead down. Keep the arms extended in front, or you can bring the hands down beside the body, palms to ceiling, whatever feels more appropriate for your body. Sending the breath into the back of the body. Absorbing the practice. Notice how the body feels. observing any changes that have occurred from the beginning of practice until now. One more breath in. Full exhale. Inhale. Extend the arms forward if they're down by the side. Lift up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Full breath out. Slowly start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Nice and slowly. Take your time. Releasing the head down. Soften. Take opposite elbows. Sway very gently from side to side. Keep the head nice and soft. Release the hands down. With the inhale, energetically sweep the arms overhead, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms through center. Moving into our balance now. Coming to about the center of the mat. We're going to be moving into warrior three as far as feels comfortable from standing. So, bringing the feet together, bringing the hands to heart center. Finding a focal point, softening both the knees. Take the right foot behind, be on the ball of that right foot. Soften the standing leg, the left knee. With the inhale, start to lift the back foot off the floor and drop the chest forward. It may be that you stay here in balance. If you can move with the breath and start to lower the chest and lift the back foot at the same time, moving down into your version of warrior three, keeping that breath strong and steady. Notice how hard that standing leg, that grounded foot is working. You can, if you want, float the arms out to the side or bring them forward. That makes it even harder, extending the leverage. Or you can bring the hands to heart center, keeping that breath strong and steady. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lift it up, power back up. Let's shake it out between the sides. Roll the shoulders, shake out the legs. Bringing the feet together again. Hands to heart center. Find that focal point. And this time, little step back with that left foot. Be on the ball of that back foot. Soften the right knee. With the inhale, start to tip the chest forward. Lift the back toes off the floor. And you can lift and lower and be here. Okay? Coming into balance that suits you. You want to go a little bit deeper. We start to move the chest down as we lift the leg behind. A bit like a seesaw. So we end up chest down, leg lifted. Extend through the crown of the head. Again, notice that standing foot, that grounded foot. Float the arms out to the side if you want to. Take the arms overhead if you want a little bit more fire. Or just work with the hands at heart center. Keeping that breath strong and steady. One more breath here. And then with the inhale, slowly start to work it up. Bend that knee if you need to. Coming forward. Roll the shoulders, shake it out. Coming down to seated now through squats. Be safe in the knees here. We're going to lower down from standing to squat pose. If you have trouble with the knees, keep the toes forward and lower into chair as far as you can and then come safely to the floor. Otherwise, turning the toes out about 45 degrees. Hands to heart center. Lift up through the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bottom goes back like you're finding a chair behind. Let the chest come forward. Find the balance. And then we're scooping the bottom under, lifting the chest up. You might find you come onto the balls of the feet, okay? Absolutely fine. You might find you want to just move it a little bit wider, a little bit shorter. So make any adjustments you need to. Press the elbows into the knees and lift the chest up, bringing the gaze up, keeping that breath strong and steady. Again here, knees should follow toes to be safe in the alignment. Push those knees a little bit further apart. Feel that lift in the chest. Keep that breath strong and steady. One final breath in. Exhale, fully release. You can pop back down onto the bottom, rock down, or a little bit safer, Bring one hand behind and lower down. Extend the legs forward in front. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to take that left foot first, bending the left knee, bringing the left heel alongside the bottom, moving the calf out of the way. Sitting nice and tall here, okay? If the knee doesn't feel safe in this position, or if you feel like you're leaning over, you can use a cushion prop up under the right side. If this knee doesn't feel safe, okay, take it out, keep it nice and long, finding like a 90-degree angle between the legs, and then pivot yourself back round so you're facing the leg that's on the mat. Okay, so take the variation that suits. Sitting nice and tall, rooting down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, lift through the fingers. Exhale, press down through the sit bones, keep nice and long in the spine as you fold forward. Think about the hips having a hinge, lengthening and hinging. Bringing the hands down now to the floor, either side of that front foot. Don't worry if you're here and you feel a stretch. Stay here, breathe into that stretch. You might be able to hold on to that foot and then use that front foot to bring yourself a little bit further into that stretch. The main thing is to find length in the spine, lifting and lengthening, folding with the exhale. Keeping that neck nice and long, pressing down equally through both sit bones. One more breath in and out. Inhale slowly, lift it back up nice and slowly. If the leg is already out, stay where you are. Otherwise, take hold of the left ankle, open out. So now we have this 90-degree angle of somewhere near 90 degrees. Twist the body now so we're facing over that left knee. Left hand comes down outside the left foot. We're going to stretch away from that extended leg to begin with. Bring that right arm all the way up and over, reaching away. And then lift all the way back up. Lift through the sides of the body. Bring that right hand down inside that leg, wherever feels most appropriate. Twist the chest open. Left arm floats up to ear. If it's too much for the shoulder, bring the hand onto the lower back, roll the shoulder open. Taking a full breath in, reach through both sides of the body. Keep the toes on that extended leg pointed to the ceiling. As you exhale, lower the side body down, right side down over that extended leg. Keep lengthening through both sides of the body, finding that length and folding. Breathing in and out. Keep the chest nice and open. Don't worry if you're here and not going very far. As long as you feel the stretch, stay where you are. It might be that you're down and you can take hold of the foot. If you can, keep rolling the chest open. Breath is strong and steady. One more breath in. Full exhale. And then inhale. Sweep that left arm up to begin with, and then this will help you come all the way back up. Hands down. Hold onto the ankle or the leg. Bring it all the way back in onto the mat. Extend the leg down. Shake out those legs. So give the middle shake. Same on the right side now. So either, if the knee doesn't feel like it, extend that right leg out all the way, 90-degree angle. Otherwise, bend the right knee. Bring the right heel in towards the right buttock. Move the calf out the way if you need to. Pressing down. Sitting up nice and tall. If you feel like you're leaning over, take anything, a cushion, and prop up underneath, or a block if you have one. So you're sitting up tall. Toes on that left foot point to the ceiling. With the inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Find that length through the sides of the body. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Think about bringing the belly down towards that thigh. Don't worry about how low that chest gets. Keep reaching through the fingers. Notice where you feel the stretch. Bringing the hands down to the floor wherever they land. And then lengthening with the inhale. Folding with the exhale. You can take hold of that front foot as well if you want. and use that foot to bring yourself down, or you can bring the hands either side and maybe think about drawing the floor back and folding, whatever suits you the most. This is your body, so flow whichever way feels right for you. Lengthening and folding. Press down equally through both sit bones. Breathing in and out. Next inhale, slowly lift all the way back up. If your leg is already out at 90 degrees, stay where you are. Otherwise, hold on to that right ankle. Bring it out so we have this 90 degrees. Twist the body so we're facing over that right leg. Right hand comes down outside the right foot. Left arm sweeps all the way up to the ears, and let's move away from that extended leg first of all. As we exhale, stretch and extend through that left side of the body. Inhale, lift it up. Bring that left hand down inside the left leg wherever feels appropriate. Draw that right arm all the way up to the ear. Okay? If it's hurting in the shoulders, bend the elbow, bring the hand onto the lower back, work on rolling the shoulder back and lowering down. Otherwise, taking a breath in, stretch through both sides of the body. As you exhale, start to lower the left side of the body down over that left leg. Breathing in and out. Remember, the important thing is keeping the chest open. Side of the body is coming down. You may be able to reach for that extended foot. If you can, pivot the chest open more. You might find the sit bone lifts. If it does, maybe press back and just come out of that stretch for a little bit. Work on opening and grounding down. Still getting a stretch to the sides of the body. One more full breath in and out. With the inhale, float the right arm back up and then lift it up. Bring that right foot all the way back onto the mat. Extend the leg in front. Coming down onto our back now, so wiggle forward on the mat, about halfway down. Feet on the floor, knees bent, arms out in front, and lower down nice and slowly with the exhale. Coming down very slowly. Feel free, if there's a problem with the back, to bring the hands down and slowly lower yourself down, okay? So always being safe. Knees into chest, hug those knees in. Massage your lower back out, rock from side to side. Moving the arms out to the side. Little flows now, just to get into the spine. So take a full breath in. Exhale, drop the knees down towards the right side. Look over the left shoulder. Close the eyes here, absorb the stretch. Feet down to floor if you can. Feel the stretch all the way down into the left side of the body. Softening out. And then inhale, lift it back up to center. Exhale, drop the knees down to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Closing the eyes, turn the senses in. Soften through the spine. Final breath here. And then with the inhale, lift those knees back up. Let's move into happy baby. So keep the knees bent, soles of the feet to the ceiling. Separate the feet. If you can reach, hold on to the insides of the feet. Otherwise, maybe the ankles or backs of the thighs, whatever feels more appropriate for your body. Press those knees down towards the armpits and then add in that very gentle rock from side to side. Little deep stretch in the hip here and also getting into the lower back. Hug the knees in one final time. And then extend the legs all the way down. Take the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, turn the palms away. Flex the feet, push out through the right heel and then the left heel. Release the hands down, rotate wrists, rotate ankles, and then making your way into your final resting posture. So moving into Shavasana, taking the arms as wide as you need, the legs as wide as you need. It might be more appropriate that you bend the knees, have the feet on the floor, mat width, and let the knees come together. Stay in here, so move the head from side to side, letting go of any tension. Remember those deep breaths in. Full exhale. And take at least another 10 to 15 breaths. Stay longer in Shavasana if you can. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.